I'm Louise of Lula Natural, and I've decided to do an EFT for PTSD challenge. You may have seen there's various people on Facebook doing 22 push-ups for 22 days for servicemen with PTSD, and I think that is a great challenge. But I was nominated for it, and I was thinking about why was that a good challenge to highlight PTSD. PTSD happens to everybody, not just servicemen. Post-traumatic stress disorder is about trauma, and trauma comes in all shapes and sizes, and trauma comes from lots and lots of different areas and angles. It could be bullying, it could be a car crash, it could be what the troops are seeing when they're out and about, and it can be as very simple as something happening in your life as a baby, as a child, as an adult, that you are still feeling the reverberations of in your day-to-day life, and you're not able to break your patterns, and you're living with this reverberation and reaction pattern. So I thought, okay, doing push-ups is great, and it's a small change to your lifestyle, which can have great effect. But I thought, why not go even further and actually do a challenge using a skill and tool that is used for people with PTSD to break patterns. So I have designed my own challenge, which is going to be 22 days, but it's going to be 22 days of EFT. EFT is emotion freedom technique, is a tapping which helps you to break patterns, negative patterns, and particularly reduces the impact and the emotional connection to past traumas. And it's been used quite successfully with troops and other people who have all different various scales of PTSD in their lifestyles, including myself, who had a lot of anxiety in my life. And it has definitely helped me to change thought patterns and reaction patterns to triggers. So here goes day one of the EFT for PTSD challenge. Okay, so before we do the EFT for PTSD challenge, we need to learn the points that we're going to be tapping on. So what I'm going to start with for my day one is teaching you the points. Okay, so we always start off any EFT session with an opening statement. So for me, it will be, even though I feel this anxiety, I love and accept myself just the way I am. And you're going to have your first tapping point, which is the karate chop point, okay, which is just here where you would karate chop. So you're just going to tap this point here and repeat your opening statement. So even though I feel this anxiety, I love and respect myself just the way I am. Even though I feel this anxiety, I love and respect my body and my mind just the way I am. Even though I feel this anxiety, I love and respect myself just the way I am. Okay, so that's the setup. Whatever we're going to be tapping on today, and today I'm going to tap on the anxiety of showing people my push-up skills, because I have done 4 days of the challenge and I haven't shown anybody my push-ups. So I am going to start with the anxiety of people judging me for my push-ups and the challenge that push-ups actually are for me. So that's why I opened my statement with even though I have this anxiety. Okay, so as I'm tapping through, I want you to take note of the points. I have also attached a little link to a post on lulanatural.com, which will show you all the points so that you can have that to the side of the screen if you want to when you're doing your own challenge. So first of all, we're going to come and tap on the top of our heads. Okay, so we're going to tap and just repeat this anxiety of people seeing my push-ups. This anxiety of people seeing my push-ups. This anxiety of people seeing my push-ups. It makes me embarrassed. We always tap in the negative, so I'm just going to say all the trash talk that goes on in my head as I tap just this little point just at the end of my eyebrow. So I'm tapping. It makes me feel embarrassed. My push-ups just at the side here. My push-ups aren't very good. People are going to judge me, just this area underneath your eye on the bone here. People are going to judge me. I don't want to show people that I can't do them on my toes. I feel rubbish not being able to do them on my toes. I don't feel strong. Just this area here underneath your nose. I'm not feeling strong. I'm not feeling like I can match the abilities of other people. So just all the things that are in your head, just this area on your chin here, just all these things that are in your head. People are going to laugh at me. People are going to go, oh, she's rubbish. I've never actually been able to do push-ups. So, you know, tap on that. Even as a personal trainer, I couldn't do push-ups because that's a negative thought pattern. We're just tapping on your chest here, on the bones, your chest, the bones here. You know, all the trash talk that you tell yourself, all the stuff that is stopping you from doing things. So, you know, I've never been able to do push-ups. I've never been able to do push-ups. If I keep repeating that to myself, then that's a belief that I have. I'd never do push-ups. But what I want to do is tap on that and reduce the energy that I have behind that. So when I start tapping and I say, I've never been good at push-ups, it was quite high. It was about a 7 out of 10 belief that I could never do push-ups. I'm just going to tap just underneath, just on your kind of rib cage underneath your arm. But now as I'm tapping and I'm thinking, I have been able to do push-ups. It's more like a 4 or 5. I can't do push-ups. It doesn't really ring true to me anymore. Just on your wrist, just here. So then I can change and do something else. My push-ups on my toes have always been a struggle. Push-ups on my toes have always been a struggle. Push-ups on my toes have always been a struggle. It's always been a struggle. I have been able to do them in the past. So you can see how the intensity of what I'm saying starts to actually. I mean, okay. Now I think when I go back, people are going to judge my push-ups. Well, okay. I actually don't. It doesn't have the same fear for me anymore. I'm just tapping on the outside of the nail bed, just here, okay, on each finger. So if I think about, okay, people seeing my push-ups, where do I feel it? I feel it in the pit of my belly. There's fear of people seeing my push-ups. I feel it in the pit of my belly. I feel it in the pit of my belly. It's a number 6 at the moment. You always mark it out of 10 so you can see if it's going down, if it's changing. This fear of people seeing my push-ups is probably about a 2 now. Does it have a colour? It's about an orange. So this orange fear in the pit of my belly, this orange fear in the pit of my belly, this orange fear in the pit of my belly. So we've done, that's the tapping round, okay, so that's all the points. So now what we're going to do is the gamut. So you're going to just massage in between your pinky and your ring finger here. You can feel a little groove. You're just going to keep massaging there, okay? And you're just going to take your eyes at a diagonal down to the right and a diagonal down to the left. And then you're going to do a circle in one direction and then a circle in the other direction, all the time massaging this point. Then you're going to, this is where it gets a bit funny, you're going to hum the first line of Happy Birthday. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hum the first line again. Take a nice deep breath in, and come back to the top. And you're just going to check in. Okay, so this fear of people seeing me push-ups, it was a 2, it's probably now a 1. Okay, so I'm just going to tap through and say, okay, so do I care if I'm not very good at the push-ups? Well, you know, I'm kind of thinking now, well, actually it doesn't matter because I'm just learning. And I'm happy over the days. I'm going to get better at it. That's the whole point of it. And just because other people can do it, you know, that's great for them. Everybody has their different challenges. So from it being a fear, it's now kind of like a, okay, what's the worst that can happen? And that's quite simple. It's quite a simple tapping pattern. But the intensity of that fear wasn't massive for me. So it's not something that it's going to take a particularly long time, and it's just one aspect of my fear of what people think about me, which has diminished hugely over the years since I've been using EFT. So we're just going to go through another round, getting all of these negative thoughts out there, and just practicing the points as well for you. It's nice and quick and simple. You're just tapping away, and then checking in with the out of 10, looking at the colours, looking at where it is in the stomach. So at the moment now, if I think about the fear, it has moved up to the chest. So it's moved from the stomach. So let's just tap on that. This fear in my chest, it's a bit more of an anxiety. So this anxiety in my chest, it's green. This green anxiety in my chest. So then just doing the gamut then to finish off again. So doing the eyes again, down a diagonal line, and the other way, and the circles, and the other way, humming, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, taking a nice deep breath in, and out. So it's as easy as that, okay, that's to start, that's day one. Learning the points and just starting on the very surface of the matter, starting to look at the trash talk, starting to look at the ratings out of 10, and looking at where it could be in the stomach, where you could be feeling it, and any colours that might be coming up for you. So that ends day one of the EFT for PTSD challenge. I hope you join me in this challenge and get rid of some of your baggage and some of your reactions so that you can find true happiness.